In September of 2021, we brought to you news that Retrobit was bringing Alwa's Awakening to the NES in physical form and in digital form. What is digital? Well, it's a physical digital release. Pretty interesting way that they can go ahead and do something like that now. It is now May of 2022, and we have both the NES cartridge and the digital version right here that we are going to go ahead and kind of give you some insight about in this episode. Hey everyone, Gary here with Rock Solid Productions. Thanks for stopping by and checking out what we have going on here today with Alwa's Awakening. I really do appreciate it. Now, if you want to check out like the initial announcement and release information, I'll have that link for you right up there where you can go back and check that out. So, like I mentioned, we have two different versions. We have the NES cartridge, which will work with any system compatible with NES games. So, not just our top loader that we have here, but the front loader, most clone systems like the Super Retro Trio 3 Plus should work on that without any issue. They also sent us this here. This is the digital 8-bit edition that basically you can play through emulators, which is really a neat way to do this. So let's go ahead, let's hit the photo booth, let's check this out, and let me know down in the comments, would you rather see more companies do something like this where you can get a physical digital version of a game? Would you rather just stick with physical, or would you rather stick all digital? Let's go ahead and hit the photo bench. So taking a look at both copies that we have here, this is the NES version, this is the digital version, and we're going to look at the NES version first, just because I'll admit that's what I'm a bigger fan of. Now, one thing just of note, and I apologize for the glare from the lights, but Elden Pixels and Retrobit have been working together to make this a reality. Taking a look on the back, you can see everything that is included with this. You've got the certificate of authenticity, the slip cover, the mini level poster, the frosted cartridge, full color instruction manual, behind the game developer interview, and the animated lenticular card. So let's go ahead and we'll try very hard to open this and not damage anything. Now what we're going to do, we're going to leave the shrink wrap on most of the outside. Forget it. You know what? Games are supposed to be opened, am I right? Am I right? I think I'm right. Could be wrong. I think I'm right. I have the slip cover off. Ooh, I like that. That's really pretty. Very similar to what we had showing on the TV. On the back kind of shows you some more details on the game. Talks you through the fact that you'll be playing as Zoe, a heroine set from another world to bring peace to the land of Alwa. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Lots and lots and lots of stuff in here. And yes, it does have the little bit of styrofoam in the bottom of the box for extra support. So we'll get to the cartridge in a second, but let's take a look at the extra goodies that are in here. So there we have our certificate of authenticity. We are number 1466 out of 5,000. Nice thick cardstock too. There's the lenticular card. Let's see how it goes through its different animations there. And behind the game with Mikhail Forslind. Not going to show you too much of this because buy the game. And then there's the mini poster and everything. Pretty neat. Different sort of poster too. The fact that it's very narrow, the same width basically as the envelope there, or the certificate of authenticity. Let's take a look here real quick because I don't know about you, I miss manuals in games. So we've got our table of contents. Thank you to the game players. Let's make a game. It won't take long and it'll be easy. Kind of walk you through everything in here. Walks you through the land of Alwa and everything. Gives you the control scheme. Again, just a great little addition. Notes section. Who remembers notes sections in game manuals? Holy cow, it's been a while. And it's not the Nintendo certificate of authenticity, but it is the video game adventure graphics. So very, very cool there. And yeah, just overall really well done. I like that manual. Okay, so finally let's take a look at the cartridge. Now one thing I will say with the game sleeve is the way that it's designed, it's not going to sit flat. So that is a bit of a bummer. But look at that frosted cartridge. That looks really, really slick. And then you can take a look on the back as well. It does have the name of the game. It does have a CR20 2032 or 2016 battery, it looks like. So if you take a look here, it's in a battery holder, so you don't have to solder and unsolder the battery if you ever need to replace it. So that's awesome. That's a great, great addition to that. I like that a lot. Again, just a close look at the graphics on the face of the cartridge. And there you have Alwa's Awakening, the 8-bit edition. So that's what the NES cart looks like. Now let's take a look, and we will actually show you some gameplay footage of this in just a moment. Let's take a look here at the digital version, because this is something truly unique that no one else has done before. So here you can see on the front you basically have a like a fig pin type design of Alwa on the front, which is basically just a USB thumb drive. Walks you through on the back. Digital USB includes the 8-bit edition, the digital instruction manual, exclusive interview with the game developer, digital art, and desktop wallpaper. So those are nice things to have added in here. Let me grab my X-Acto knife again. It does feel like there's a card or a booklet or something in the back, so I'm going to be very careful. Oh, check that out. I hadn't noticed this. This is number 1242 out of 3000, so that's interesting. So it does have a little background card. That's what I was feeling behind there as I was cutting through with the X-Acto knife. And yeah, here you go. It's and I do like this, the fact that you can retract the USB drive or the USB dongle into that. So that is a nice little tidbit there. Looks great. I think they did an amazing job with the overall graphics and design of it. So now what we're going to do, we're going to throw the NES version into our HDMI top loader, and we're going to do a little bit of gameplay. So before we look at the NES title, let's look at the digital version, because I'm really interested to see everything that is on this thumb drive. So here we have it right there. Inside there we have the exclusive wallpapers, the instruction manual, the ROM, developer interview, and a thank you. Let's take a look at the wallpapers. There you go. You get a larger sort of look. Those are pretty neat. Those are really neat. Now for the Alwa's Awakening ROM, let's go ahead and we're going to extract all. And I'm just going to drop that file right there. So that is the NES file. What happens if I double click on it? Anything? Nothing. So that's basically what you would load into your emulator that you're going to play, and it'll read it just as a standard NES game. Speaking of a standard NES game, let's go ahead and take a look at the NES version. There you can see Eden Pixels, Retrobit, Alwa's Awakening. Let's see what's in the settings here. Magic indicator off or on. I'm going to turn that on. Assist mode, I'll leave that off. Music on, sound on, region auto. Oh, let's just go through here real quick. 60 Hz NTSC, 50 Hz PAL, 50 Hz Dendy. That's interesting. Auto, 60 Hz NTSC. We will go back to that, or we will save it as that. Back, let's start the game. We'll do a new adventure. The land of Alwa was once a beautiful and peaceful place filled with vivid lakes, clear skies, and lush forests. Oh, this looks awesome! Wake up, Zoe. The eternal flame must be lit. This looks terrific. Hello, Zoe. You are in the land of Alwa. I am Saga, and I have brought you here to help us. Alwa has been enslaved by evil, and we, the people, have lost our strength and courage to fight back. We cannot do this alone. You must help us. You are stronger than us, and in time you will uncover your true strength. You must enter this tower and go all the way to the top in order to find the magic staff. When you have found the staff, quickly make your way back to town. But watch out. There are many dangerous foes out there. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this looks great! So since there aren't any weapons that Alwa has right now, or Zoe has right now, we needed to come up and get this. You found a magic staff. When you hold it, you can feel there is something really special with this item. Use it with the B button to fight enemies and to destroy certain walls. There we go. So let's see if I can destroy that. Yes, I can. Oh, the animation was great. The music is really good too. So going into this, I have to admit, I expected more of a Legend of Zelda feel to it. This is actually, if anything, maybe more of Zelda 2 or a Metroid style game. Go on, light the flame in the center of this room. Doing so will let you start from here, and if your adventure, or from here if your adventure comes to an end. So there we go. Well, I'm glad that I did that because now I need to continue from there. Play control is terrific. You know, the jumps feel a little bit on the floaty side. The zombies look interesting. They almost look more like vegetables or something like that. I can't get it. I wonder if there's something I have to come back to later on where I'll be able to jump higher. Ooh. Yeah, I'm digging the animation. The control is very, very good. Whoa, did not expect that to drop. So this one coming up here will probably drop as well. Almost looks like Zoe has an eye patch at times. Good to see that you've got frequent save states that you can kind of get to. You know, this is something that it looks good. I like the way it's playing and everything. So definitely very, very cool here. You found a map. It's the map. It's the map. It's the map. It's the map. So if I look, there's the map. This bridge is broken and cannot pass, but if you have the green gemstone, you can create a block that lets you pass. I don't. All right. So it looks like we'll have to do some backtracking in this, which I'm not always the biggest fan of. So you can't jump and swing your wand at the same time. At least initially too, it seems like there aren't a lot of enemies for you to kind of tackle. Yeah, lots of little, you know, challenges throughout here that, you know, I think are, ooh, you know, it's a good challenge. It's not something that, I mean, and we just started. You've seen pretty much all that I've played of this. You know, it's one of those things that the difficulty level does not preclude it from being fun. So what are my initial thoughts here? Is this something I'm going to go back and play some more? Definitely. Will I live stream it? Probably not, just because I haven't had time to really do much in the way of live streaming. But this is something that I will go ahead and sit and play. And, you know, I think that if you're into Metroidvania style games, I think that you'll definitely dig this. We have to drop that on there. Oh, this is where we were earlier. There we go. So if you remember earlier, I tried to come in from the left and see if I could jump on the ladder, and I could not. Yeah, the jumping is definitely floaty. That is something that you'll have to kind of get used to. You can change direction in the air, though. So overall, I mean, I think that if you are a fan of the Zelda series, if you're a fan of Castlevania, I think this is something that you would definitely be interested in. So I'm trying to talk and play at the same time here. And overall, like I said, I think the graphics look great. The audio is great. I think the presentation is terrific on this. Did not touch the spikes here. We're going to have to be careful. And we're going to see if we can't do this one last time here. No, I can't get up there. I'm convinced that there is like a jump upgrade or something that we will eventually need to get. You know, parts of this almost remind me of, what am I thinking of? Holy Diver, as we just died. Let's go ahead and wrap things up. Now, while I'm a bigger fan of physical than digital, I have to admit, digital, pretty neat concept, and I'd like to see more and more of that in the future from Retrobit. And these collector sets are always terrific, and if you haven't had a chance to do so yet, make sure at the time of this filming, you can still pre-order the Double Dragon Battletoads limited edition. Very short window left by the time this goes up. Neat game. I had not played this before, and as you saw in the intro, I actually had the splash screen on to the Switch version, so this being the NES version, really, really neat. Like I mentioned, I thought the play control was a little bit floaty on the jumping, but after a few minutes you kind of get used to that. This is one of those I'm really interested to dive in deeper, just to see more of the gameplay, more of the story, and see how things unfold and develop. And I do want to thank the folks over at Retrobit for sending us a copy of each of these, both the physical and the digital, to send out. I always appreciate them supporting the channel. Now, they're not reviewing this before this goes live. Everything you're seeing and hearing here, these are my own thoughts, but definitely something I will be spending more time with. This has the type of gameplay that on games like this I enjoy. It has more, I think, more of a Castlevania feel. I don't want to call it a Metroidvania. I'm so tired of that phrase. It feels to me like a combination of Simon's Quest and Zelda 2. And I'm not the biggest Zelda 2 fan. I like Simon's Quest, and this just has all the right feelings of both of those games. The good parts of it, at least. The good parts of those games, I should say. But overall, if you haven't pre-ordered this yet, check CastlemaniaGames.com. He may still have some of them out there and available for purchase. These were very limited releases, both on the physical and the digital. If you do want to see more information, like I mentioned, on when this was announced back in September of 2021, other reviews and news bits that we've done on Retrobit, those videos are coming up for you right now. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you want to help support Rock Solid Productions and be a part of our community, there's a number of different ways you can do so. First and foremost, join us over on our Patreon page or become a channel member here on YouTube. By joining through either one of those methods, you get early access to just about all of our video content, exclusive content, and a whole lot more. We also give you shout outs at the end of each and every one of our videos. You can also pick up some awesome Rock Solid Productions swag. We've got t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, and more available through our Teespring store on screen right now too. You can also pick up some of our awesome 3D printed cartridge stands, amiibo holders, Nintendo DS holders, and more by visiting our 3D printer store on screen right now as well. Links for everything will be down below in a pinned comment. If you want to stay up to date with everything we have going on here at Rock Solid Productions, make sure that you're following us on the different social media networks. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/RockSolidProductions, Instagram at Instagram.com/RockSolidProductionsGK, and Twitter at RockSolidStudios. If you're looking to pick this and other retro and modern gaming accessories up, make sure that you head on over to CastlemaniaGames.com. He has a feature over there called Castle Cash, where the more you spend, the more you earn towards future purchases, and Castle Cash is just like cash. He also offers convenient payment plans for more expensive items over $50. Finally, make sure that you use promo code ROCKSOLID10 when you're shopping at CastlemaniaGames.com, as it can save you up to 10% on most items on the website. Again, thank you for watching this episode, and I cannot wait to see you again soon.